Breaking news in the space race has just landed, and it's not from SpaceX this time. Blue Origin has finally unveiled their massive New Glenn rocket's first stage, complete with 7 BE-4 engines, making waves across the space industry. The giants are squaring off. Jeff Bezos' aerospace company is promising a launch by year's end, challenging SpaceX's decade-long dominance. But here's the bold part that's getting everyone talking. Blue Origin isn't just planning a launch. They're aiming to land this behemoth on a drone ship on their very first try. That's like trying to win an Olympic gold medal without any prior competition experience. For perspective, it took SpaceX 20 attempts before they successfully landed their first booster. In an unprecedented move, Blue Origin's CEO Dave Limp recently showcased their 188-ton first stage being transported to its launch site at Cape Canaveral. Picture this: a massive rocket stage requiring 176 tires, 22 axles, and a repurposed Army tank transporter just to move it. They even named this beast of a transport vehicle GERT, Giant Enormous Rocket Truck. The question on everyone's mind is, Blue Origin finally ready to challenge SpaceX's supremacy in the commercial space race? Or are they still playing catch-up to achievements SpaceX nailed over a decade ago? Here on Elon Musk 24 Hours, we're breaking down the facts behind this ambitious move. Let's dive right in. Looking at Blue Origin's ambitious timeline, the numbers tell an interesting story. The company has set its sights on a November launch, but recent photos reveal some telling details about their readiness. The first stage's aft section appears notably unfinished, a critical detail that most observers missed. This suggests that the integrated hot fire test won't be their final hurdle. Consider this: when SpaceX faced similar challenges with Falcon Heavy, they completed the pad-to-launch journey in roughly 40 days. But there's a crucial difference. SpaceX had already launched nearly 50 Falcon 9s by then. Blue Origin is attempting their first orbital flight while simultaneously trying to master landing technology. It's like trying to learn to drive while competing in NASCAR. The BE-4 engines powering New Glenn have already proven themselves on ULA's Vulcan Centaur, achieving 2 successful launches. But New Glenn's configuration is dramatically different. Imagine the complexity of coordinating 7 BE-4 engines, generating a staggering 3.8 million pounds of thrust compared to Vulcan's 2 engines. That's enough power to lift 16 fully grown elephants straight into orbit, a fascinating detail that few have noticed. Blue Origin's approach to engine production reveals their strategic thinking. They prioritize ULA's engine needs through 2023 before shifting focus to their own rocket development. This decision, while delaying their timeline, secured crucial testing data through ULA's launches. Recent BE-4 deliveries to ULA, confirmed by CEO Tory Bruno, suggest their production capabilities are finally hitting their stride. The recovery vessel, Jacqueline, named after Bezos' mother, represents another bold gamble. Unlike ULA's expendable Vulcan, New Glenn is designed for multiple uses, up to 25 flights per booster. But landing a rocket of this size on a floating platform isn't just challenging, it's unprecedented. The vessel itself required extensive modifications to handle New Glenn's massive size, including reinforced landing platforms and advanced stabilization systems. What's particularly intriguing is Blue Origin's cultural evolution. The company started with a NASA-style approach, employing numerous former NASA personnel who brought their traditional, methodical processes. This created an interesting paradox. While beneficial for safety and reliability, it significantly slowed development compared to SpaceX's rapid iteration model. SpaceX's build fast, fail fast, fix fast philosophy stands in stark contrast. They've completed over 250 successful launches while Blue Origin has yet to reach orbit. The difference? SpaceX prioritized rapid development and cost efficiency, while Blue Origin focused on perfection before progress. This methodical approach has its merits. Their BE-4 engine development, while slow, has achieved remarkable reliability metrics. The launch site itself tells a compelling story. Blue Origin's renovation of SLC-36 cost over $1 billion, transforming a historic pad that launched America's first lunar lander, Surveyor 1. Located just 5 miles from Port Canaveral Inlet, It offers unprecedented viewing opportunities, significantly closer than SpaceX's Pad 39A, which sits 14 miles from the inlet. For their inaugural flight, New Glenn will carry Blue Origin's proprietary Blue Ring satellite deployment system. While this first launch won't have a paying customer, it's a crucial step towards Space Force certification. They need 2 successful flights to compete for national security contracts alongside ULA and SpaceX. The stakes couldn't be higher. Amazon's Project Kuiper satellite constellation depends on New Glenn's success. The technical challenges ahead are formidable. Integrating the first and second stages for the first time on the pad introduces countless variables. The ground systems at Cape Canaveral must handle not just the massive size of New Glenn, but also its unique requirements for reusability. Each connection point, each sensor, each control system must work perfectly. There's no room for error when dealing with rockets of this scale. Recent wind tunnel tests revealed interesting aerodynamic characteristics unique to New Glenn's design. The rocket's large diameter creates complex airflow patterns during ascent, requiring sophisticated control systems to maintain stability. Blue Origin's engineers developed custom algorithms to handle these challenges, representing a significant advancement in rocket control technology. The company has also innovated in materials science, developing new alloys specifically for New Glenn's components. These materials must withstand both the extreme heat of launch and the stress of multiple reuse cycles, an engineering challenge that pushed the boundaries of current metallurgy. Looking at the broader space industry landscape, Blue Origin's progress, while slower than SpaceX's, represents a different approach to sustainable space access. Their methodical development process, while frustrating to observers, has produced highly reliable systems. The question isn't just whether they can catch up to SpaceX, but whether their approach might prove more sustainable in the long run. Internal documents suggest that Blue Origin's timeline, while optimistic, reflects growing confidence in their systems. Their test campaigns have been exhaustive, with each component undergoing rigorous verification. This attention to detail, while time-consuming, might pay off in terms of long-term reliability and safety. As we reach the end of our analysis, one thing becomes crystal clear. While Blue Origin may be years behind SpaceX in terms of achievements, they're charting their own course in the commercial space race. Their methodical approach, though slower, has produced remarkable engineering achievements, like the BE-4 engine and the sophisticated New Glenn design. Looking ahead, Amazon's Project Kuiper launches and potential Space Force contracts could transform Blue Origin from an industry challenger into a major player. The space industry benefits from having multiple strong competitors. It drives innovation, reduces costs, and creates more opportunities for scientific advancement. Will Blue Origin successfully land New Glenn on their first attempt? History suggests it's unlikely. But then again, the space industry has a way of surprising us. After all, who would have thought a decade ago that reusable rockets would become the norm? What do you think about Blue Origin's chances? Will their careful, methodical approach eventually pay off? Or is SpaceX's lead simply too large to overcome? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective on this space race. If you found this analysis interesting, help us fuel more space industry coverage by hitting that like button and subscribing to Elon Musk 24 hours. Don't forget to ring that notification bell to stay updated on the latest developments in space technology and exploration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.